All right, got a new pair over here that I wanted to go ahead and do a video for you guys on. Compliments of Adidas. Shout out to them for sending this pair over, sponsoring the video actually as well. But this is a pair I'm excited to show you guys. It is a newer version of a pair that I really like from 2024. This is a Supernova Rise 2. Adidas had like 4 different models of these Supernovas from last year, and the Rises were my favorite out of all of them. There was one that was a little bit more expensive at $160, and they also had a Gore-Tex waterproof pair, which is great for those people that want something for the winter protection. But the Supernova Rise 1 at the bottom of the pile over here that I'll get to in a second. But this is the Supernova Rise 1, as you can see here, and the Rise 2 looks very similar to the first version. It's crazy to me that Adidas has all these different pairs that have different foam technology in them. So I'm going to be doing a comparison between all of the pairs that you can see out here. So make sure you subscribe and check back, because I will have reviews on all of those, as well as on a pair of these, which I haven't done a review on yet. I'm working on that. So this video is going to be sponsored by Adidas. However, they don't dictate anything I say in the video. If you guys want to support the channel, the best way to do so is if you make any purchases from the links in the description of the video, especially after I show you a product. If you guys are interested, again, always in the description. But appreciate everybody that uses those links. So over on Adidas website, they actually have a little section about the Supernova series, and it says, when it comes to running, comfort is king. Enjoy your runs with the award-winning Supernova Rise, featuring Dreamstrike Plus foam for unparalleled cushioning and a smooth transition via the support rods system. The Supernova solution adds medial stability. They have the Supernova Prima, which is the more expensive version at $160, as I mentioned, but some of them are on sale for even lower than that. I did a comparison between all of those. Again, check my channel out. But the new Supernova Rise 2 runs at $140, and the sizing, I would say, do fit true to size. So I'm a 9.5. Got a 9.5, I'm happy with the results. Now this particular model I really like because of the overall versatility of the Supernova Rise. So the Supernova Rise 1 and the 2 are very similar. The midsoles, in fact, look exactly identical. If I'm looking at the midsole outsole combinations side by side, you basically get the same exact thing on both pairs with the Dreamstrike Plus, and then on the outsole as well. You have the same exact shape and the same exact cuts. So they reuse the outsole and the midsole, so if it's not broke, don't fix it. The first pair was excellent. The second pair, I believe, is just as good. So the first version of the shoe was not semi-gusseted, meaning that it's not attached from like this point down. It's like a loose tongue all the way through. Honestly, it didn't flip around too much, but I do wish it was a little bit more like gusseted. The tongue padding on the first one is actually much thicker than on the second version. So if you want the extra tongue padding, the first version is probably the better option. Honestly, the second version is a little bit more breathable though, because of the thinner tongue padding. Now, one difference that I noticed right away between the two shoes is the new version, they kind of changed the mesh up a little bit from the first version. And I actually prefer the look of the mesh on the first version over the second version. The second one just looks like more like a standard engineered mesh. If you look a little closer, it is an engineered sandwich mesh. As you can see, there's a little bit of waviness to it. The first version had wider gaps though for ventilation, and it looks like it's just overall more breathable. On feet though, they're both pretty breathable, so I wouldn't say that that's necessarily a bad thing. I just like the visuals of this one a little bit better. Maybe the mesh on the first pair just got like a little bit destroyed quicker or something. I don't know why they would change that, because I really like the look of that one over the second version. So really there's not too much changes over the first version on the second one, other than the tongue is a little bit less padded. You still have a good amount of padding around the collar. The one big plus that they added to this one is they added a couple reflective strips to the shoes, so you can see them in the front and then also in the back. Obviously that's going to be important when you're walking around in these at nighttime or whatever else. So I do think that that is an important element that is added, but is it enough to justify paying $140 for these or buying a pair of these on sale? They're on sale for like 98 bucks right now on Adidas, and I'll link them in the description for the first and the second version, as well as like all of the Supernovas. So if you're interested in the Primas, which is the more expensive version, I'll have those linked below as well. I think if you don't have the first and second one to compare to, there is a lot of pros to the second version, as much as I would say is on the first version. And again, going back to just the overall functionality of the shoe, I think it's one of those shoes that is like very well cushioned, but it's not so incredibly crazy soft and squishy where you feel like you're gonna like roll an ankle or anything like that. I think that it is soft enough that you feel like you have nice cushioning underfoot, but it's not too soft. And because of that, I think it makes it more versatile, meaning you can wear this as a daily runner, trainer, like just daily pair of sneakers. And I think that it's a pretty awesome choice because of the components of the midsole. If you want a standard mesh running sneaker, I'd say this is a good version of that. They do weigh in at 9.7 ounces on my 9.5, which is extremely light. Like this isn't a sub 10 ounce sneaker with the Dreamstrike in the midsole, and you have a nice amount of traction on the bottom of the shoe. engineered mesh sort of upper, and then you have these little nibs all through the upper of the shoe that's kind of like fused on the sides, and it adds a nice little effect all over the place, but it does add a little bit of extra durability probably to the shoe as well because of the fused on layers there. Then you have three fused on stripes on the sides of the shoe as well. A little bit of like this neoprene sort of material on the heel, but the heel collaring is like really nice as well. So it's well padded around the tongue, around the heel. It feels very comfortable when you put it on. And overall, I just really enjoyed the first version, and I really enjoy the second version as well. In my opinion, this is one of the best like daily pairs of sneakers, like versatile pairs that they have. So if you're on the market for a lightweight, like every day, all day, well cushioned sneaker, but not too soft, breathable, and like pretty nice looking in my mind, and well padded between the collar and the tongue, I feel like you should look no further. This is definitely a good option for you. $140 is the price point, however. So if you're interested in buying the previous model, why they still have them on their website, it's a good opportunity to get these at a discounted price, $40 cheaper than that. So $100, 98 bucks is not a bad price. Make sure you log in. You get free shipping if you guys didn't know. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if you guys want to buy a pair of either, link in the description. Have a good rest of the day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully see you back on the channel for some more content. All right, peace guys.